Well, I want to thank everyone for being here. I'm totally honored. And other people may be joining us, I don't know. And we've been having nice sized groups, smaller but nice sized groups, which is really awesome. So I will have time not only to talk about things, but also to work with people on one thing. And what I like to work with, I won't work with the emotional stuff. I save that for the appointments and working with the physical when I'm in appointment. Um, but I will work with one thing that's bugging in your body or asking a blessing on someone else in absentia, absentee. And uh, they can't hear for some reason. Can you hear now, Donna? Donna? Can anyone else hear?
I hear you.
Oh, okay, good. All
Yeah, I
right.
can hear you.
All right, good. Excellent. All right. There, can you hear now, Donna? All right, let's just move right along here. So I work with what I refer to as light. Light is my gift, my goal, and my tool. This is all that I do in my life. And the more you work with these things, um, the more we're learning to trust. And I believe that everyone has, to varying degrees, different understandings according to their own experiences and their own life and their own soul journey, whatever. First time I used that term. But so the soul knows, and it brings us into situations that, you know, we're presented with of things that we're working with and working towards. And that's all it does. It doesn't have a consciousness other than that. That's what the soul does. It carries the momentum of the activity and specific activity according to each situation in our life of what we're here to understand and to grasp in our life. The whole purpose, though, is to, yay, the whole purpose, though, is to get to know ourselves. There's no other rhyme or reason for so-called reincarnation except to get to know ourselves. And that's the whole function of the soul in what it presents to us. So, and that's what I'll try to help you with, you know, in what I teach and everything that I do, and in counseling session or apprentice trainings or whatever. That's all I get into, is what each person is striving for in their life. That's why all classes are really individualistic. And there's no two that are alike. I've had people take 25, 30 classes on spiritual healing, one, and they're all different. Some of the things are the same, but it always goes in a different direction according to the mind of the group. So, in any case, there's a few things I got on my list here I want to mention real briefly. Tomorrow I go to Phoenix, and very fortunately, yay, and except for the heat part. And then I'll be there from Friday, I believe, until Sunday, and it'll be all appointments. And on Thursday and Friday, I have two healing circles, one at Scottsdale Neighborhood Art Place, healing circle there in Scottsdale, and another one in Gold Canyon. And which one are you closest to tomorrow? Do you know?
Gold Canyon.
Oh, okay. All right,
Yeah.
great. That's where I've seen you before there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Careful of the forest fires. We have a lot of forest fires up there right now, so you can't get much farther past Gold Canyon.
I know.
Here.
No. And so then when I get back the following Monday, a couple days later, or a day and a half later, I'll be having an online class. And it's about your functional intuition and understanding. And it's a 4-day class, an hour and a half a day. and it's on the website. And if anyone needs help financially with it, talk to Lynn. And her email address is admin@markearlix.com. And she knows what to do. She knows how to give a discount, and she'll help you.
And it starts Tuesday.
And it starts Tuesday, the day after I get back, I think, or a day and a half or something like that. But in any case, in Arizona, right before that, though, most of the appointments are filled, and the healing circles are going to be filled too. So if anyone would like an appointment, talk to me or talk to Sue Cavas. She's on the website, markearlix.com, and all the information is there. She's in charge of the appointments for Arizona. And let me see if there's anything else. Every week we have the healing circle, except for next week. I think it's the 22nd. There won't be a healing circle, but the next day there'll be the every other week gathering. Take advantage of that. That's where you get to ask questions, and I might have time to work with some people during that, depending upon the questions that are asked. Other than that, I have appointments. Please call me up if you're interested in one. And again, if you're really financially strapped, please ask me for a discount, or tell me that you're financially strapped, and I'll accommodate you to varying degrees on that. And but I am available almost 7 days a week, and I love working with people. And it's an appointment. Some people last for 20 minutes. Other people last all the way up to an hour, depending upon your needs. And, as you give the okay. And so I'll work with the emotional, I'll work with the physiological, biological, neurological, skeletal, whatever, chronic stuff. And on the website is Gifting from the Heart. Please feel free to do that. There is a recognition that when you give something in life, there's something that happens with you, because the soul is just it's a part of all this, and it leads us into these things. So feel free, if you do have the opportunity to do that. And I don't care what it is. It can be a penny all the way up to, I don't know if PayPal accepts that, but all the way up to whatever you want. But give from your heart, though, and that's all that matters. And June, I'm going back to Phoenix, and in July, I'll be in Tucson doing a workshop, a healing circle, and appointments there. So if anyone's in Tucson or wants to go there, take advantage of that. It'll be in person, and they expect a lot of people for all the events. So I don't know of anything else to talk about. Let me get rid of my list that's blocking my view. Oh, there's everyone. Good. All right. What I do may affect you in some way or another. And, you can't make promises in God. You have to let God, in what I refer to as God. Other people refer to it as source, or, universal mind, or creator, or nameless one, or whatever. It doesn't matter. God doesn't care. I call it God. And I've called it other things at times too, and it never struck me down with lightning. So, at least not yet. Or hasn't drowned me when I took a bath or whatever. But when I'm just so funny tonight. Do you know what happens when a chicken crosses the road? It's poultry in motion. Get it? Get it? All right. All right. All right. So in any case, and moving right along here. And so people may experience something right away, or most people do, or someone may experience something walking down the street 2 weeks, 2 months later, and saying, oh my God, when did this leave me? I don't know. I pretty much leave it to the old man or old woman upstairs, and I say, okay, boss, you take over. And this way, I don't have to take on the responsibility of making excuses. And because I know that something is happening in a person's life to some degree in whatever the person needs, what they really need, not what we think we need. And it usually works out in a greater perfection than what we can even conjure in any way. So I pretty much leave it up to them, and I say, okay, boss, you take over. And I've been doing this for over 47 years, and I've worked with maybe 25 to 35,000 people and taught as well. And this is all that I do in my life. And now I start my travel season, now that a lot of the restrictions are lifted in a lot of areas. And I'm starting to get booked at different places, which will be announced in the future. So, any final questions before we boogie here, before we start? Please, anyone I can try to answer. Please, Donna, turn on your mic, hon. Turn on your mic. Nope. In the lower left-hand corner, I think, is your mic. There
Okay,
you go.
yeah. I want to set up an appointment, but I think I sent an email to somebody. I don't think it was Lynn, it was Sue.
Sue Cavus.
Yeah, I just don't know what Joanne's schedule is. I just, because I'm not doing good.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
What's Sue's number?
I'll give you Sue's number right now. Then we can just
Okay.
talk about healing here.
I know I have a bad tooth. It's affecting my
All
neck.
right.
Yeah.
1 second. Let me try to get Sue's number information here, okay?
Thank you.
And her phone number, I had it for a second. Info. Okay, here it is, 480 612 3861.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes, and please do give her a call. And you
All right.
won't even need to talk with me because Sue does all the appointment stuff.
Okay.
You got it. All righty. Any one thing you would like me to work with, Donna? One thing, please.
Okay. My neck, which is related to probably my tooth, the same problem I've had. Or TMJ, I don't know.
Okay. I can understand that connection there. So there's now putting aside any internal tension and worry and stuff, internal worry, whether it's recognized or not, I'll still work with it
Okay.
for right now. And these are what I call quickie healings, and they may last for 5 minutes or for the rest of your life. I never know. And but if you do get relief, definitely follow through with the appointment thing, hon. Okay. All right. And people may experience something when I work with them, whether it be heat or cold, or maybe vibration or frequency, or wind going through their muscles or bones, or just a real lightheadedness. I don't know. And everyone is different and unique. And some people that don't feel anything, that's good too, because not everyone needs to. The ones that do need to. So there's no right or wrong in the mind of that divinity, that godliness. All right, now what I need you to do, leave the camera alone. You just sit back and relax for a moment.
All right.
And you may hear a real high frequency on the computer, or you may hear like birds chirping or something like that. Now, I just experienced a flow through you. Rather, it was real subtle, but it was like a flow. I don't know if you had that experience or not. Uh, um, and can you tell if there's any difference in there yet? Please be candid. Open up your mouth and release tension. There you go.
A little bit in my jaw.
Good. And that might have exponential, to it.
I feel dizzy.
Okay. And just enjoy it. I call that lightheadedness, that clarity.
Okay,
So
thank you.
my pleasure, my honor. And I can't wait to get to work with you in Phoenix there, Scottsdale.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
All righty. Paul, please talk to me, my friend. Tell me one thing that's bugging you'd like me to work with, please.
I fell really hard on my tailbone in April, at the end of April. Trying to have some fun at 61. I've skated my whole life, and this last year all the rinks were closed, and I saw the kids out rollerblading, and I hadn't rollerbladed in a while. I had all the equipment on, and I had knee pads, elbow pads, helmet, wrist guards.
Except for the tailbone guard.
Except for my, I fell, I caught a funny edge trying to stop and fell right on. My whole rear end was black and blue for
Oh my God.
a number of weeks, and it's
Okay.
I couldn't even
So your
barely
tailbone
sit.
then. Okay.
Yeah, my tailbone. Yeah, it's getting better, but and I haven't had a
It's
chance to
real
get on one
tender.
of these.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And so, I mean, it's going through what I refer to as the healing crisis. And so what I'm going to do is work with that a little bit. And you tell me if you notice a difference while it's happening, and just briefly describe it if you should, and or afterwards. My perception was that, and I'm not a doctor, I don't know anything medical. And as some of y'all have heard the story before, I was married at one time to a neurologist, and she was giving consults over the telephone. So everything I learned medically was listening to one half the conversation. And I know nothing medically. I've heard some words, but that's it. But my perception was that there was a shock trauma, as you expressed, and what it did in that concussion, the bone is bruised, and it started to knock out the tailbone from its place, but it didn't. But it was still enough shock trauma to displace it, not enough to knock it out of place, but to push it and back, which is a huge shock trauma to the tailbone area or to the spine. And so what I did in my mind, I saw where there was a release in pressure there, and there was a little flow from that. And I don't know if you had an experience while I was working with you just now. Maybe you can answer that.
I could just feel like there was a warm compress or something on there. If the area, it still feels warm.
Okay. Can you tell if it's as tender as it was, or released a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'd have to because it was really up until last week. Just that one spot.
Yeah. What about now?
yeah, the swelling has gone down slightly.
Okay, let's see what happens and transpires from this.
All right.
Awesome.
Well, and actually, I'd like to do. We have lower injuries when you have time if you have time at the end for my wife. A blessing on her. She injured her back last week, or well, re-injured from a fall like 5-6 years ago, slipping on ice.
Boy, you guys are. I would never do anything. I would never exercise or eat healthy.
And she was actually doing yoga.
I work on more people that do exercises and eat healthy than anyone else. So
yeah, and she's I take
I'm
it.
telling you, go with pizza, almond M&Ms, and coffee. What else is there?
Yeah.
All right. Let me work with her for a minute here.
Okay.
I also saw at one point she would feel a little bit of a or hear a pop in her spine that might help as well. So that was my perception.
So she might hear one, you say, like going forward?
Yeah, she'll hear one within the next couple of days.
Okay.
A pop in the spine, and it'll bring a relief. I don't know about a total relief, but it'll bring a relief.
Yeah, because she hasn't had any issue at all, and she was this funny guy. I feel partly responsible because she's an alternative healer too. Although she retired with COVID last year.
Yeah, okay.
She taught yoga, and then there's something yoga therapy, and then something called clinical somatics.
Good.
And it was doing. I said, you haven't done yoga in a while, and she was doing yoga, and that's what popped it back. Whatever her disc.
I'm telling you, yeah. Don't do. There you go. Okay. Don't do any exercise. Sit on the sofa with a clicker. That's all you need.
Eat pizza and have drink ice cream.
And almond M&Ms. Yes.
And
there you go. Coffee.
That's your thing. Not Ben and Jerry's.
All right. Moving right along here. Thank you. I appreciate it. Samantha, my dear.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Well, good to see you.
You too. A couple weeks ago, I woke up and my neck was hurting, and I thought, sometimes you just sleep funny on your pillow, and usually when that happens, it goes away in a day. But this has been going on for 2 weeks now, maybe even a little bit longer.
Is it? Am I incorrect or correct in suggesting it's mostly on your right side, and it's right in here? If you push in with one finger, it's really tender.
Yes.
All right. So hold your finger there.
Okay.
But don't rub it, palpate it, or anything else, or move it around. Just hold your finger there, hon. Not to talk you into it or hypnosis or anything else, but you might feel like a little generation of energy going into that. There. Was there like a big pulse that happened?
I didn't really feel anything, but I heard something.
All right, move your neck around and move your neck around a little bit.
Okay.
How does that feel? Notice any difference? The same, worse, better?
Yeah, no, it does feel a little bit better. It feels looser.
Excellent. Excellent. Let's see if that doesn't generate as well. And lead it to something even more so. And break that consciousness of what was.
Okay.
That's was my main purpose, to be able to break that consciousness. Cool. Cool.
Thank you.
Oh, my honor. And let's see what, oh, there's all these messages. Mark, from The Apprentice. This was an apprentice of mine in Phoenix. I'm ready for perfect hearing without hearing aids. I know can do that. I know God can do this. All right, let me see here. And all right, let me work with. And when I see you, apprentice, at one of the Circle in Scottsdale, I'll work with you as well, hon. I know you're feeling the energetics moving through. So let's see what happens with that. Let's see. And if that doesn't also help to some degree. All righty. And oh, Lynn's put up some information there as well, on the sidebar. Cool. All right. Awesome. Tamara, my dear. Hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Up like shoulders and upper back.
Okay. Yeah. We have an appointment, right? Coming up?
Yeah.
Does anyone hear the high-pitched frequency or the chirping?
Yeah.
Cool. That's neat. That's spirit moving through. And it just started one day a couple months ago, and it hasn't stopped. Only when I'm working with people. No other time. So I say, thanks, boss. For what? I don't know. And also, I saw that you need Jason to give you a fantastically long massage.
I'm glad this is recorded, so I'll play it back for him.
I didn't say anything. Hey. Jason's bigger than me. It's funny, I saw half of this from the Angelics and half of it from Jason. So,
I'll take it.
you got it, my dear. You got it. You got it. All righty. And let's see here. Candy, please talk to me. Talk to me.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, hon.
Do you ever come back to Chicago?
I have no immediate plans unless people, get enough people together.
Well, let me know if you have a list going.
I will.
We miss you here. It's
I
been
love
some time.
Chicago. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what my issue is because nobody can seem to figure it out, but I feel like I have something going on with my urinary tract.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. It's so funny. I was asking, okay, what can I say? What can I say? And then it told me to uh, say the alphabet. And so I started going through the alphabet, and it came up with, not that I'm prescribing because I'm not, it came up with vitamin E. And get a really high, what I'm assuming is a really high quality of absorbable vitamin E.
Okay.
That's all I know. But let me work with that as well. I know nothing about vitamins. I'm anything but. Almond M&Ms, that's all. All right. And it's almost like there was irritation up in the higher part of the urethra, whatever it's called. And it was further up, maybe about, I don't know, like that high. And it was, so that may be a good thing to do with that E. But make sure it's absorbable in the body, high quality.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, you got it. You got it,
Thank
my dear.
you.
All right. And please do keep me updated how you're doing.
I will.
Good. Paula, please, anything in particular, my dear? Name one thing.
I'm trying to decide between the two most chronic things. I don't know. I can't decide. I'll let you choose. I'll let you choose. I'm suffering now from cataracts, and I've been suffering for about 11 years with psoriasis. So pick one. I don't care. Either one, if it goes away, is good with me.
I can ask blessings, a blessing on you, and let it take over. And however it does. Sometimes we grow up with impressions that turn into, I mean, from childhood. We grow up with impressions that turn into internal fears, and we don't even know it. And you meditate, don't you?
Yes.
And maybe in meditation, uh, we can even ask a question of, not what am I afraid of, but how am I not afraid?
Okay.
And let it come to you, the answer of
Okay.
what it wants to share with you. And if you don't get something right away, then wonder deeply, even more so. No, and say, no, share with me, that question.
Oh.
Share with me. You're talking in referring to talking to self inside.
Okay.
So that's what my perception was and what I saw. So let me finish working with you here a little bit. Okay. Was there something you wanted to ask or say?
No, yes, there's something I want to say. When you started, there was just a huge wave of energy. And then the second time, there was another huge wave of energy. And I could feel it actually end up settling right in my heart. It's very, very powerful. Thank you.
My honor, my total honor. And be sure to ask the question, what am I not afraid of? And then wonder about it. Let the answer come to you.
Okay.
Don't think
Okay.
of an answer.
No, right. I understand what you mean.
All right, good. Awesome. Yeah, you're experienced with this stuff. So try that.
Yeah. Yeah, that the question is a little backwards, but that makes it kind of cool. So it's cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, my dear. Thanks. Marta, my dear, talk to me.
Hi there. I'm
Hi.
very close to Live It Well, and yeah, it was quite warm today in Arizona, down in the valley.
You're going to be at the circle?
Um, I'm not, and it's related to what I'm going to ask for a blessing for my husband, to help alleviate some back pain. He has stage 4 cancer, and the cancer is spread to his spine, and so he's been increasingly having this pain on the right side of his back, which I believe is related to the cancer that's in his spine. And also he has some masses in his right lung, so I don't know if those two are related, but anything that helps. He has chemo starting on Friday through Sunday, so I probably
How often
won't
is
be
going to
there
go?
until he no longer wants to do it. It's to prevent further spread and to extend his lifespan.
By how much?
No, doctor says no cure, but we're both very optimistic and live in the moment.
You rock. Yeah, I saw like a little flow happening there with him. So let's see what happens with that. And if it, I pray that it brings comfort.
Well, I felt this embrace. So if it
Good.
doesn't bring comfort to him, it's bringing comfort to me.
Everyone, everyone.
But it
everyone.
really truly was like a surge of energy, like an embrace.
Good.
Thank you.
My honor, my total honor. Lindsay, my dear friend, turn on your mic.
I'm
There you
sorry. I was zoned out, and all of a sudden I thought, oh my God, it's 8 o'clock. Anyway, I have to tell you,
Please.
when you did my leg, my groin muscle that
Yes.
last time, I woke up and walked. I have not used the cane at all.
I
mean,
love it.
First time. I wasn't thinking about it. I got up and I thought, oh my God, it's gone. So,
Now, what I saw was that you're going to get little twinges occasionally.
oh yeah,
But
because
don't
I
believe
overdo it.
Yeah, don't believe them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it aches if I walk too much.
Yes.
It'll come back.
Because you're going to redevelop everything now.
Yeah, my muscles are gone.
I know. Might as well cut off your legs.
No.
Just kidding. That was a joke.
It's not funny.
All right.
But yeah, if you could just do an overall thing so it keeps on. I keep envisioning me being athletic again.
I wouldn't venture too much into that.
No. You're supposed to give me hope.
Well, you're going to have hope by living a peaceful, calm life without overdoing things.
Okay.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
Yeah. I saw the funniest thing. You can say, oh, you shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry?
Did you see me dancing?
No.
Oh.
No. I actually saw you drooling a little bit. It's true. It's true. So you'll catch yourself. You're not going to have a stroke or anything like that. I'm just saying you'll catch yourself doing that very shortly or whatever.
Oh, that's awful.
Thank me later. It's not awful. It's a human thing, but
well, I haven't
help what I see
before.
I see the greatest minutia stuff. That means nothing to anyone.
Well, tell me when you see me dancing.
I would take it real easy.
Okay.
Or else you're going to be calling me for an appointment. All right. Lynn, please, is there anything? Are you there, hon? Anything that you can think of?
Hi. A blessing would be nice.
Okay. For you?
Yes, please.
Oh, you got it. You got it, my dear. All
Thank
right.
you. I also want to thank you. My brother's still at the hospital, but he's doing so much better.
Awesome. God bless him.
Yeah, he's been through a lot.
Yeah. And that is Godspeed for him.
Mm-hmm.
Or else he could have been in for a lot longer.
Oh, yes. Yes.
And so he's going to not be in as long, that I know.
He's so happy right now.
Good for him.
Oh my, I speak to him and he's just like, you know, he was supposed to be out on the 10th and they phoned me, let me know they're going to keep him longer. And I called him and I said, how do you feel about that? And he says, I think it's awesome. I think it's great. I feel amazing.
Good. Excellent. Excellent.
Thank
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. Please, is there anyone I didn't work with? I think we got it all. Please don't forget to go to the website. And if it's within your heart to do a little gifting there, fine. If you want an appointment, the information is there. Lynn put a bunch of stuff on the side here. Marta, how you doing, hon?
I'm doing well. I keep looking over because there are rabbits and quail and big lizards, and last night some deer came down my dirt road. So
Oh,
I love connecting with nature. It's part of my healing. But yeah, I one of my friends had invited me to a healing circle with you in Tempe. I think maybe it was a year ago, but I wasn't able to make it. But I'm still so glad to be engaged and will be more active and truly appreciate.
I hope you or y'all are able to go to one of those. Great. Thank you. Thank you. Paula, how you doing? How do you feel, hon? Any difference? The same or worse? Or better?
You're talking to me or,
Yes.
or Paul? Okay. I just feel very content right now.
Good.
Those,
Enjoy
you
it.
know, because they're chronic conditions, it's not something I expected to notice instantly.
That's your
But-
prayer.
Okay. Okay. And I'm already pondering the question, so.
Good. Because that was your prayer you just said.
Okay.
Capiche?
Capiche.
That means I love Starbucks in German.
Oh. Yeah, no, I'll be looking for improvements. So.
Good. And it's already started, hon, and just finding them. Good.
Right. Right.
Good. Tamara, please.
About the same right now,
Okay.
but usually mine are like gradual till I don't even realize it's gone. Like that pain I had. I thought about it today. I was like, oh, I should have him work on that. I'm like, I don't remember the last time I had it. So it kind of just fades out. And then all of a sudden I notice it's gone.
I love it. Some people will not, some people will not feel anything. And then when they wake up tomorrow, they go on their life and go on and they don't know when it left,
Yeah, exactly.
So, which is fine, no right or wrong or good or bad in the mind of God. None. It's our own perceptions that create that. And Apprentice, I hope you're doing good. And we'll talk when I get there in a couple days, Phoenix, and, with your seeing you. And then Candy, how you doing, hon?
I actually have a pretty intense headache right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Take off your glasses. I don't want my hands to hit them. No, I'm kidding. Do you notice something happening?
Yeah.
What is it like?
It just feels like some of the intensity is lifting.
Yeah, what I'm doing, I'm holding my hands here and I'm spreading apart the plates, releasing pressure. And you even knew when you were really young that your head up here, I don't know if you remember this, but it was on your mind um, for a while, that where the suture lines are and all, you always felt that it was really tight in there for some reason. Do you remember that? Okay. So what we're doing is we're helping it to breathe. And one thing that you can do to release the pressure more expediently in the future is to hold your hands real, barely touching, and don't let the fingers touch. Just there you go. And let your, it's almost like your spiritual hands are going to come out of you. They're the hands of God. And they're going to want to breathe. And the plates are going to move when they breathe. You feel that?
Yes.
Isn't that wild?
Mm-hmm.
And now move your hands away and move your head around and tell me how you feel. Any difference? The same, worse, or better?
It's definitely better.
Good. That's retraining yourself.
Definitely better. Thank you.
My honor. My pleasure. Good. Paul, how you doing, my friend?
Good. I
Do
mean,
you notice any? I'm sorry?
yeah, because I'm sitting in a soft chair, which has been really hard to do for a number of weeks. I was horizontal a lot the first couple of weeks,
I
literally.
hear you.
I'd be like on a pillow laying, and the
I'd be
dogs would
afraid to
come,
sit
the
down
dogs
even.
would come in my
God.
face. And
Yeah.
what's that? I'm sorry.
I'd even be afraid to sit down. You know?
Oh, it was horrible. Yeah, the first few days I could barely sit, and I had to like stand at my, put my
All right.
laptop on some books, and but
Cool.
it's yeah, I don't feel like usually this time of day sitting in a soft chair would
Good.
be uncomfortable.
Enjoy, but take it easy. Take it real gentle in your approach to feeling better.
Yeah.
And you'll
thanks.
see less and less, supposedly, what I saw.
Right.
All right, my friend.
Thank
you. Lindsay, how you doing, hon?
Well, I feel good. I mean,
Good. Excellent.
I want to keep walking and I want to build up strength.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy and develop those muscles. And Lynn, you doing okay, hon?
Yep. Thank you.
All right, my friends. Remember, this coming Tuesday is no healing circle, but Wednesday is the gathering. You can ask questions and I'll work with people as well. Same time, same place, different time, different place, I guess. Have fun, everyone. Thank you so much. Go to the website and enjoy. Blessings, everyone.
Thank you, Mark.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.